Police calling all cars. Attention all cars. Broadcast 33. A shooting. Officer Rodewald. Badge number 734. Held up, shot, and robbed by two men who escaped in the Hudson coast. License number unknown. That's all. Rosenquist.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the maxim, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. This is just a little more classical way of saying a slang phrase that was current some years ago. Show me, I'm from Missouri. The modern man is a practical man. He wants proof. And when he gets proof, he is sensible enough to accept it. The Rio Grande Oil Company makes no extravagant or exaggerated claims. They state simple facts. Listen. 1. Rio Grande cracked gasoline is made by the most efficient process known to the oil industry, the cracking process. 2. To this cracked gasoline, tetraethyl lead is added. 3. This gasoline averages 10 points higher in natural anti-knock rating than gasolines that are not cracked. Is it any wonder that Rio Grande crack is demanded by police cars, fire engines, and other emergency equipment here in the great Southwest? Is it any wonder that more and more motorists are swinging to crack? Consider the facts before you buy. Remember that you get police car performance at no extra cost with Rio Grande crack in your tank. For dependable lubrication during the summer months, why not try Sinclair Pennsylvania or Sinclair Opaline motor oil? These famous oils are extra refined and therefore have longer life. You are guaranteed against substitution because they are sold only in tamper-proof extra major cans. Give either Sinclair Pennsylvania or Sinclair Opaline a fair trial. They cost no more than most bulk oils. And now, Chief James E. Davis of the Los Angeles Police Department has sent as his personal representative this evening Inspector F.T. Hawtrey, who has a personal message for you. Inspector Hawtrey.
Good evening, friend. The modus operandi, which is known in police parlance as the method of operation of criminals, is one of the most recent police systems for running down criminals. It is a highly efficient department of the Bureau of Records and Identification. Your police department maintains files on every type of crime and every type of criminal, so that even the most inexperienced can quickly and effectively go through the cataloged files and determine what criminal or gang of criminals may be playing in a particular part of the city and committing particular crimes. This system went into effect in the Los Angeles Police Department 11 years ago. It is rapidly reaching a state of perfection. The story we bring to you tonight is of particular interest because it explains in story form how certain types of criminals follow certain criminal pursuits. In all of these programs, it is the desire of the Chief of Police, James E. Davis, to educate the general public in little-known facts concerning the intricate operation of this, one of the greatest law enforcement agencies in the United States. We believe that programs such as these are of tremendous benefit in inspiring public confidence, and Chief Davis will appreciate an expression of public reaction to it.
Well, that was a pretty good show, Sam.
Yeah. I get a big kick out of that Dolores Del Rio.
Oh, see. He's swell, all right. I like to have date with her some night, eh?
That's just you there,
Stick 'em up.
Madre Dios, stick 'em up quick. Well, I'll walk back to that building and be quiet or I'll blow your head off. Yeah, let's see what you got on you. 16 bucks. And a watch. Hey, you there.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Fork over.
Here you are.
11 bucks, huh? And a couple of pikers you guys are. Got a watch?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Here you are.
Good. Now, if you guys know what's good for you, you'll keep your mouth shut and stay right there for 3 minutes. I want to talk to you before you go in the house.
What?
You heard me. How's the gas station business?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. I know you've been collecting the day's receipts for the Servio gas stations, and I know you got the take in that briefcase.
What of it?
See this gas? That's what of it. Give me that bag.
Why, look here.
Give it to me or I'll push daylight through you. Okay, Jack, let's go.
Go on in, Mary, while I put the car in the garage.
All right, Jim. Hurry up and stop at the door, girl.
Yes, I know. Mary! Mary, I'm being robbed!
What?
Shut up. I'll start taking care of your husband. I'll get on inside there. See that gun?
Oh, no.
Quiet. I'll kill you. Give me those rings.
No, please.
Okay, I'll yank them off.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
don't.
And the other hand. Come on.
No. Oh, help, police, robbers.
Quiet, you fool. Okay, Jack, let that guy go. I got the dame's rings. Come on.
You'll get that order in a few days, Mr. Burnbloom.
You shouldn't keep me waiting. If you do, I'll be keeping you waiting when it comes time to pay the bill.
Don't worry, you'll get the stuff. But I think you're making a big mistake not to order those gold-filled Masonic emblems and that new line of wristwatches we're featuring.
Oh, no. Mr. Doyle, I couldn't be using any more stuff. I ain't in business for your help, you know.
No, that's right. Well, I'll be back to see you next month.
Okay, Mr. Doyle, then. Goodbye. So long.
So long, Mr. Burnbloom. What do you want? What's the matter?
This gun's the matter. Open up. This is a stick-up.
Oh,
I'll get going and don't make any noise.
where do you want me to go?
Drive north on Alvarado up into the hills. If you try to wreck the car, I'll kill you. Put that rear vision mirror up. My pal's following us. I want you to see him.
But I need that rear vision mirror. I'll have an accident if I don't use it.
Put it up.
Well, but it's dark. I couldn't make out your partner's license number anyway.
Okay, then. But don't try any monkey business. Okay. Stop right here. Get out.
What do you want?
Where are your jewelry samples?
Why, in these cases here in the back seat.
Yeah, I know that. Where else?
That's all.
You're lying. What about the back compartment?
There's nothing there.
Nuts. Come on, you're opening that up, too.
I tell you...
Shut up. Get out. And open up that back compartment.
I tell you, there's nothing in it.
Give me those keys. Nothing in it, huh? Think I didn't know what you was carrying.
What are you going to do now?
Nothing to you if you're a wise guy and keep quiet. I'm taking this car of yours and meeting my pal. We'll leave it for you down on Glendale Boulevard, and everything will be okie-dokie if you're smart enough to lay low for the next half hour. If you're not, well, I ain't guaranteeing nothing. Oh, I nearly forgot something.
What's that?
Your pocketbook. Hand it over. Thanks. Got a watch?
No.
Come on, hand it over. Geez, you're not to be trusted. Such are the crimes committed by a daring pair of bandits during the latter part of 1926 and the early months of 1927. Descriptions furnished by victims are meager. The bandits seem to be about 24 years old, about 5 feet 10 or 11 inches tall, both Americans, both dark-haired. There is little for the police to go on. These crafty criminals are careful not to leave fingerprints, are careful to keep their identity guarded. Then, one evening in early fall, Patrolman Siebert Rodewald is walking his beat on Mariposa Street when he observes a couple of men changing a tire on a Hudson sedan. Another sedan of similar make is parked behind it. Rodewald approaches the two cars.
Hello, boys. Having some trouble?
Yeah.
What seems to be the matter? Can't you see? We got a flat. Who's these cars belong to?
House, who do you think?
You don't need to get tough about it.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, let's see your registration card.
Here's our registration card. No, mister, that's just a sample. The next one will go clean through you. Get into the car. Better get out of here quick, Jack. No telling me. Come on, copper, get in. You drive, Zeke. Keep stick on this mug of the rod. Okay. Now listen here, Bull. You keep your face down there and don't look at me, thing, or I'll bump you off. I ain't gonna have you identifying me and no show up. You better get his badge and his gas, Johnny. Okay. Don't mind if I frisk you, do you, pal? Just a matter of form in our business.
Oh, you shit.
I'm not gonna fool with you. I don't like cops, savvy? I'd just as soon plug you right now or sit on the seat beside you.
For almost an hour, the bandits drive around the city with their victim stuffed in the corner of the back seat. They relieve him of his badge, his revolver, his belt, whistle, and handcuffs. Finally, they drive up to the corner of 83rd and Van Ness Avenue in front of a partially finished house.
Okay, copper. Get out. Take off your coat. Ah. Oh, you're bleeding in the arm. That's too bad. I'm sorry I didn't get you in the heart. Now walk straight ahead. Enter this building, huh? This looks like a good place, Zeke. Looks okay to me. Okay, copper. Step up to them 204s. Put your arms out. Right up, boy. Now we'll show you how it feels to wear your bracelet. Ah. Now give me the other arm, like a good boy. Ah, that's just dandy. Now you can stay there until you bleed to death.
But the bandits fail to fasten the handcuffs securely, and Officer Rodewald manages to work his hand loose. Bleeding profusely, he makes his way to the nearest house and reports the shooting. Still, there is little positive identification. Then the next day, an abandoned Hudson coach is found in Long Beach. The upholstery is splattered with blood. And Officer Rodewald's cap, bearing the number 734, is on the floor. Howard Barlow, the police department fingerprint expert, searches the car for latent fingerprints, discovers several, photographs them, and running through his file for identification, he makes several astounding discoveries. He loses no time in reporting to Chief David.
Well, Lieutenant, did you make anyone on those prints?
Did I? I'll say I did, Chief. Jack Hawkins is one of them.
Hawkins?
Yeah. Remember I reported to you about 10 days ago about identifying a latent print from one of those robbery jobs as belonging to Hawkins?
Oh, yes. Yeah, of course I do.
Well, Hawkins is an escape from the St. Louis County Jail. I got in touch with St. Louis, and they sent me his mug and prints, along with those of Zeke Hayes, the man he escaped with. And I've just identified 2 latent prints from that abandoned Hudson as belonging to Hayes and Hawkins.
So they're the boys we're after, eh?
That's right, Chief. Why, look at those prints. More than 20 points of similarity. Here are the pictures and descriptions.
That's great work, Lieutenant. Now that we know who we're after, I'm going to throw a traffic blockade all over this town. Men of this type must be made an example of. No one can shoot a police officer in Los Angeles and get away with it. Send my secretary in, will you, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir. Keep walking, Miss Fuller.
Sit down, Miss Waller. Take this order. To all division and detective commanders. Beginning tonight and every other night until further notice, place a blockade at the important intersections in your district. Stop all cars and detain all suspicious characters. Arrest one Zeke Hayes, alias Robert N. Hayes, alias Robert Albert Williams.
and one John Neville Hawkins, alias James Elmer Fox, alias John Neville Wright. Hayes is described as American, 30 years of age, height 5 feet 6.5 inches, weight 165 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Hawkins, an American, 23 years old, height 5 feet 11.5 inches, weight 170 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Tomorrow's police bulletin will carry pictures of these men, but I want you to start looking for them at once. These men held up, shot, kidnapped Officer Siebert Rodewald. I want you to bring them in. That'll be all. Get it out right away.
Yes, sir.
Night after night, citizens are conscious of the power and numbers of their police force as the traffic intersections swarm with uniformed officers scrutinizing the occupants of every automobile. But for all the efficiency of the police blockade, Hayes and Hawkins are not apprehended. The statewide teletype carries their descriptions to every police headquarters in California, and still the wily criminals escape detection. Although the men have not been placed in custody, Detectives Cato, Cahill, and Seeger prosecute their investigation and get from the victims positive identifications of Hayes and Hawkins as the robbers who held up the jewelry salesman, the gasoline station collector, the woman with the ring, and many other citizens. If caught, the two bandits are bound to go to prison for extreme terms on the basis of the case developed against them by the three hard-working detectives. But weeks go by, and nothing is heard or seen of Hayes and Hawkins. Then two jobs are pulled in San Francisco that resemble in technique the work of the bandit pair. And a few days later, a wide-awake patrolman recognizes Hawkins on the street. He is brought into headquarters and fingerprinted.
Listen, I tell you, you've got the wrong guy. I never done nothing wrong in my life. I'm going to dental school. I'm studying to be a dentist.
Oh, yeah? Well, you may be studying to be a dentist in the daytime, but you've got a more profitable business at night.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then I'll tell you. You're John Neville Hawkins, and you're wanted both here and in Los Angeles for robbery.
Oh, listen, that's all wrong, I tell you.
Well, I don't think so. These fingerprints don't lie. You're Hawkins, all right.
Did you see this, Inspector?
What's that?
It's a receipt for a water bill made out to Alfred Nelson at an address on Columbus Avenue.
Alfred Nelson, eh? Another alias, huh, Hawkins?
Listen, you're all wrong.
Well, we'll see about that. Hold this man on suspicion of robbery, Frank, while I check on that address.
The officers go to the address on Columbus Avenue and find a veritable arsenal in Hawkins' apartment. Hoping to round up Hayes, too, they secrete themselves in the place. After several hours' wait, the second bandit arrives home to be met by the cold blue steel automatics of the police officers.
See him up. We're police officers, Hayes.
Oh, well, you caught up with me, huh?
Yeah, and your pal, too. He's down to headquarters.
Well, what's the beef?
Oh, robbery, assault with a deadly weapon. What would you like?
I'll talk to the chief about that.
Hayes and Hawkins insist on an interview with Chief Dan O'Brien of the San Francisco Police Department. Finally, Chief O'Brien grants the request.
Look here, Chief. What have you got on us? Couple of robbery jobs. Nice ones. Well, we'd never have worked your town if that blockade down in L.A. hadn't been so tough. What did you boys want to talk to me for? Well, if you send us up, they can't bring us back from the big house to face that beef in L.A., can they? I don't know. That's their business. Well, then don't put you away for robbery. We'll plead guilty if you send us up right away. I'm making no deals, boys. But, Chief, there's 3 dicks down south that'll make it too hot for us. We want to go up quick. Yeah. And if we can ever get Cato, Cahill, and Seeger down there, are we going to do it? You're damn right we are. What do you got against these men? Plenty. They didn't have to build a case against us like they got. Well, forget it, Seek. That's water over the dam. How about it, Chief? Will you send us up? You're darn right I will. I don't know what all this chatter is about, but I do know I'm going to send you up pronto, even if you didn't want to go.
Hayes and Hawkins are quickly sentenced to from 5 years to life in Folsom Penitentiary on one count of first-degree robbery. The officers in Los Angeles are furious at thus losing their game.
I tell you, Cato, we got to get those men down here and try them for the crimes they committed in Los Angeles.
But how?
Yeah, that's the question, how.
Is there any way?
If there is, I don't know. By the time they get out of Folsom on their present sentence, the statute of limitations will have run out, and we can't touch them.
Well, we've got an assault with a deadly weapon charge on them.
Hey, wait a minute. I've got an idea.
What is it?
We'll get the grand jury to indict them.
What good that'll do? We can't get them out?
Yes, we can. We'll subpoena them as witnesses in their own trial.
Well, I never heard of anything like that before.
Neither did I, but I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Oh, it's worth a try at any rate.
And so Hayes and Hawkins are subpoenaed as witnesses in their own trial. But when they arrive in Los Angeles, they insist on going before a grand jury. And in secret proceedings, Hayes testifies.
You gentlemen are naturally interested in getting to the bottom of the crime wave that has been sweeping Los Angeles. It's your business to discover who is responsible for the open operations of criminals in this city. Well, it's a good thing you subpoenaed me and my partner as witnesses. When we get through, you'll realize we are witnesses. You'll realize that we aren't on trial, but that we are the star witnesses against the real criminals. The brains of the Los Angeles robbery ring are 3 police officers. Captain Cato, Captain Cahill, and acting Captain Seeger.
Hayes' accusation explodes the grand jury like a bombshell. An investigation is ordered. And although the prosecution tries again and again to bring Hayes and Hawkins to trial in Superior Court, each attempt is met with an order of postponement to permit the grand jury more time in its investigation. News of the charges leaks out, and the 3 police officers are publicly suspected. In the meantime, Hayes and Hawkins, as guests of the county jail, hugely enjoy the trouble they are causing.
We're certainly fixing up those 3 dicks. Why, they won't have a friend in this town when we're through with them. Yeah, but how long can it go on? Well, we can't prove anything. What of it? This is better than Folsom, ain't it? We don't have no work to do here. Just lay around and smoke all day. So long as Ella keeps kicking in a little dough now and again, we're sitting on top of the world. She's a great kid, that gal of yours. You're telling me? There ain't many that'd stick to a guy the way she has. A lot of good she is to you. She'll be an old lady before you're out on the street again. Yeah, guess you're right. Sure, I'm right. Once in a while, I want to do something about it. What do you mean? I mean, I want to get out of this joint. Yeah, fat chance you have of doing that. Oh, I don't know about that. What are you talking about? Oh, do you know old Tom, the trustee? Yeah, sure. Yeah, he used to hang around Tony's in the old days. That's right. He's on the junk, you know. Yeah? Sure. And it's a cinch he ain't getting much in here. So? So, I'll get Ella to hustle up some dough and promise it to old Tom if he'll pack us in a gap. Then what? Oh, do you know the way Cato and Seeger always sit in the front row in the courtroom? Yeah. Well, next time we go into court, we buff them off, see? And we make a dive for the elevator, go down the street instead of up to the jail, and we're out. Gee, that's a pretty big chance. Yeah, what of it? I'd rather take a chance like that than look through bars the rest of my life. Okay. I'm with you.
Hayes and Hawkins offer old Tom enough money to supply himself with plenty of cocaine if he'll get them a gun. Then on the next visiting day, Hayes whispers his plots through the screen to Ella in the visitor's room.
Oh, Zeke, you're taking an awful chance.
Now, what of it? Better than this, ain't it?
Yes, I guess that's right.
Now, look, honey. I want you to be in the courtroom when the bailiff brings us in. You nod your head if Cato and Seeger are there, okay? Of course, there's no doubt about them being there. They always have been. Then when I start shooting, you wait until all the excitement is over before you leave. I'll meet you back at your apartment.
Oh, Zeke, I'm afraid for you.
Don't worry, babe. We're just seeing.
Time's up.
Bye, honey.
Oh, goodbye, Zeke. And be careful.
Once more, the case of the people versus John Neville Hawkins and Zeke Hayes is called. Once more, as they had so many times before, Hayes and Hawkins are led into the courtroom and stand facing the judge. Once more, a movement is made for postponement.
Your Honor, I move this case be
postponed.
Johnny, I was shaking her head. Cato and Seeger are in the courtroom.
Oh, my God. What do we do now? They'll find that cat on us if we go back to jail with it.
They're gonna shoot our way out just the same.
Right now?
No, just as soon as they put us in the elevator.
Okay.
Do I hear any objections? Case is postponed until July 13th. You may take the prisoners back to their cells.
All right, come on, you guys.
Oh, we're coming.
You're lucky, guys, always getting your trial postponed.
Yeah.
Guess you sort of like our jail for this time, huh?
Yeah, just love it.
Here's the elevator. Let's go.
Yeah, sir, gentlemen, going up.
Attaboy, Sam. Up to the jail.
Okay, Johnny, let him have it.
Hey, what the...
Hey, drop that gun.
Hush, you cop.
Shoot my partner, will you?
You hurt bad, Casey?
I'm all right.
Well, you're bleeding. Get us downstairs, Sam. We got to get Casey to the hospital.
Yeah, but how about me? I'm hit, too, and so's my pal.
Oh, your pal's not hit. He's dead. Look at him. Dead as a doornail. And that's the way I wish you was. Shooting my partner in the back, you rat.
Yes? John Neville Hawkins was dead. Dead as a doornail, as Deputy Sheriff Tom Higgins put it. Captains Cahill, and Seeger were, of course, clear the preposterous charges made against them by the two criminals. And Zeke Hayes eventually went to trial before the Superior Court. And although he originally entered a plea of not guilty, the testimony of his girlfriend, who turned state's evidence, was so damaging that he changed his plea to straight guilty and was sentenced to Folsom Prison for life as an habitual criminal. Recently, his sentence was reversed, making Hayes eligible for parole. But it is to be hoped that the State Parole Board will realize its duty to the citizens of California and not release such a dangerous criminal into civil life, a criminal who has 3 times proven his inability to go straight. For such incorrigibles, there is only one place, and that is the state penitentiary.
Thank you, Inspector Hawtrey. If it has done nothing else, we are certain that Calling All Cars has brought home to you, the average citizen, the hazards and dangers of police work. In their war against crime, the police must be provided with equipment that is dependable and ready to meet an emergency. The officers in a police car must be armed with the latest of weapons. Their ammunition must be the best. Their car must be mechanically perfect. And the gasoline in the tank must be able to meet instantly any requirement of power, quick starting, and speed. There can be no sluggishness, no failure to start, no lack of speed. A life might be lost through such a failure. Rio Grande cracked gasoline gives police equipment that needed dependability. That is why in the great Southwest, where Rio Grande products are sold, more police cars, ambulances, fire engines, motorcycles, and other emergency equipment use Rio Grande cracked than all other brands combined. Rio Grande has prepared for your information a complete list of forthcoming cases to be broadcast on Calling All Cars. Drive into your neighborhood Rio Grande service station tomorrow and ask for the Rio Grande radio log. It's free.
Los Angeles Police calling all cars, attention all cars, cancellation broadcast 33. The shooting of a police officer. Suspects in this case are now in custody. That's all. Rosenquist.
charge is based on the confidential files of the Los Angeles Police Department and is written and produced by William N. Robeson. This is Frederick Lindsley saying good night for the Rio Grande Oil Company.
Los Angeles Police calling all cars. Attention all cars of broadcast number 34. Watch for a new type of morphine being smuggled into California. Federal government asks utmost cooperation. That is all. Bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, a recent article in a national advertising publication reported a meeting of advertising men. At this meeting, many nationally known advertising executives stated that the wild, unfounded claims which many advertisers demanded in their advertising has caused the public to react against this type of selling. The Rio Grande Oil Company has long felt this. That is why every advertisement or radio announcement must confine itself to actual facts. You never have heard or read, and you never will hear or read anything about a Rio Grande product which cannot be proved. Rio Grande cracked gasoline derives its name from the refining method by which it's produced. This method is known as the cracking process and results in a gasoline that averages 10 points higher in natural anti-knock than those which are not cracked. It is this up-to-the-minute refining method that gives Rio Grande cracked its marvelous smoothness, its power, and quick starting. There are other good gasolines, but we believe that you should try a tankful of Rio Grande cracked, the gasoline that has gained users on the basis of proved facts and not on vague claims. And now we are pleased to present Chief James E. Davis of the Los Angeles Police Department. Chief Davis.
Good evening, friends. There is in the subconsciousness of all of us a constant longing for adventure. The human being does not breathe who does not desire throughout his life, from earliest childhood to old age, to express himself through imagination's magic. Most folk dream of distant climes in distant lands, when virtually just outside their threshold, adventure in its wildest forms can be found. Tonight's story should bring this fact home to you with startling clarity. It reveals but one thrilling adventure of many experienced daily by the police who protect you and your home, and involves the most difficult and far-reaching crime with which the police have to deal, namely the drug traffic. I want you to listen carefully as the story unfolds, and to realize what the trained men under my command on the narcotics squad are up against when they attempt to uncover and arrest the cunning Orientals who traffic in deadly drugs. I want you to realize as you listen that your police department, in cooperation with the federal and state government, is constantly at work to keep the drug menace away from your families and your children. Professor Lindsley will go on with the story.
Washington, D.C., the office of Narcotic Commissioner Anslinger. From this modest room stretch out the vast web of agents, both in America and abroad, keeping a constant guard against the inroads of the illicit drug traffic. It is March 1933. Commissioner Anslinger has paused in his work as a knock on the door interrupts him.
Yes? Yes, Higgins, what is it?
I've decoded those last messages, sir.
Give them to me. It's no use. I can't make head nor tail out of it. This report from Germany is just the same as the others.
Here's another one, sir.
You read it for me. I'm sick of them, and there's nothing we seem to be able to do about it.
This is from Everly, sir, in Buenos Aires. He says, have confirmed early reports new drug menace. Unable to find information regarding product or source.
feel sure this market being flooded by group entirely new in history of traffic. I will...
Enough, Higgins. You see? Everly finds in Buenos Aires just what Fisher has found in London, and Mola has found in Cairo, and Jason has found in Cape Hope. There must be something to it.
It's amazing that no one can track down this new ring, sir.
Amazing. Yes, but even more, it's a dangerous sign. We're threatened by a new and clever gang, Higgins. They've entered every big city in this country, in the world. And we don't even know what type of drug they're selling, their source of supply, their manufacturing headquarters, or anything about them.
Los Angeles, California. The new dope ring has forced its entrance into Southern California. The narcotic officers of the entire coast work with unceasing vigilance to stop the relentless invasion. Captain Chitwood of the Narcotics Bureau of the Los Angeles Police takes every precaution to halt inroads of the new dope supply. But as reports continue to pile up, no one in the Narcotic Bureau has been able to locate the new source. One morning, Captain Chitwood finds Detective Lieutenant Beard awaiting him at his office.
Oh, hello, Ed. Down early this morning.
Yeah, and I've been up all night.
You got something online?
No, I don't know whether it's what we're after, but I've got everything set to make a $2,000 purchase from a peddler by the name of Maeda. And I want you to come along and make the arrest.
Maeda? Who's he? Has he got a record?
Yes, he was up once before. Sells mainly to Orientals, but has a small white trade, too. That's how I got in on it.
Where do we frame it?
Room 47, Hotel Canton. You know, the shambles down by Aliso.
Oh, yeah, sure. When do we hit him?
Less than an hour.
Okay. You go up and start the sale. I'll wait 5 minutes and then follow. In that neighborhood, you can't be very secretive, so get right down to business with him. I'll wait outside for your signal. When you're ready to make the pinch, cough. Cough twice.
Morphine is here, if you have the money.
Okay, Maeda. Sounds like a lot of dough to me, but count it out.
Thank you. 100, 400, 300, 500, 700.
I got him. Here's the stuff. He was counting the money.
Come on, you rat. You can speak English.
No, speak very bad English. Me work very hard. I good boy.
You'll be a good boy at San Quentin.
Oh, no. Leave me alone. I give you very much money.
Never mind that business. Have you looked at this stuff, Beard?
Didn't have time, Captain.
Well, it doesn't look like he was giving you so much for $2,000. You're a bad chooser, Beard. I think he... Hey, look at this. Hey, Maeda, what is this? Come on, tell me what it is.
I do not know.
It's morphine, Captain.
Sure, it's morphine, but look at it. See how cottony, how white it is. Sure, it's morphine, but it's not the kind we're used to finding.
You mean it might be the new stuff?
We're going to find that out right away.
Back in narcotics headquarters, the new morphine is examined by the police. It fails to resemble any that is known on the market. It is compared with that manufactured in England, France, Persia, Turkey, with the products of all the drug centers of the world. It does not match. Although they cannot be sure, Chitwood and his men believe that they have been the first to locate some of the new drug supply that has suddenly appeared all over the world. The peddler Maeda holds the key to the situation. But hours of intensive questioning fail to break down the taciturn Japanese. Finally, Captain Chitwood gives up and calls Lieutenant Benton.
Hello, Captain. Hello, Benton. Sit down. I've got here the name of half a dozen places where this fellow Maeda used to hang out. I want to find out where he got his last shipment of dope. I'm going to rent an apartment for you, and I want you to move in. We'll be in an apartment downstairs all the time listening in on the dictaphone. We want to get the gang that's peddling this new morphine. Maeda knows him, but he won't talk. And if Maeda won't talk, then we'll find him without him.
Benton, posing as a dope peddler, insinuates himself into the confidence of Kakudi, a wholesaler. He meets the Oriental in his apartment, while Chetwood listens from the apartment below.
Someone coming in, Captain.
Let me listen.
Yeah, that's Benton. And there's someone with him.
That's Japanese. Listen.
What you ask, that I am sure cannot be. We are met for a few weeks.
I know, Kakudi. You think I trust you? Not yet. But at least we're honest with each other. We're both in the racket. You made the proposition, not me.
I spoke too soon.
Yeah, but you sure have me interested. If the stuff you're talking about's any good. Well, that'd cost me less than half of what my stuff does now.
You pay too much.
Listen, don't try to tell me anything about this town, Kakudi. You may be a big shot in your hometown, but what you know about this burg isn't worth mentioning. You can't get good stuff at your price.
You are mistaken.
Now, wait a minute. I've been in business here a long time. I've handled a dozen different kinds of stuff. None of it was as cheap as yours. You really sell good stuff at the price you quoted last night. And I don't know anything about this racket.
But my friend, only in the last few months. And then, very quietly, we bring our wares upon the market.
Oh, new stuff, huh? Well, that's different. No wonder you sell it so cheap.
Do you infer it is not good merchandise?
No, I wouldn't say that.
It is natural, this suspicion, but if I were to show you that my merchandise is not only as good, but better than yours, and offer it at the price I quoted, what would you say?
If you could really show me that, you'd have a customer, and a good one. I get rid of plenty of this stuff.
Good. Then I will show you.
Now, wait a minute now. I trust you, Kakudi. But after all, you've admitted yourself that it's new stuff. Now, I'm not going to try out a sample of your regular junk and then have you give me this new stuff.
This new stuff, as you say, is the finest on the market.
What is it?
Morphine.
Good. That's what I want. Where do you get it?
That is my secret.
All right. That's your secret, and you can keep it. But I'm buying no stuff until I know where it comes from. Guy sold me some Persian stuff once. It took me a year to get rid of it.
I would suggest that we meet here tomorrow. I will sell you 100 ounces of morphine at the same price I quoted.
Oh, now, look, Cody. I'm not putting out any dough on any new stuff until I try it out on the customer, see?
You want to try it out. Well, that is fair. That is good business. You are a good businessman. I will deal with you. I will even tell you what you want to know. The morphine will come from Manchuko.
Manchuko? There's no morphine coming out of there.
You must watch your tenses, my friend. There was no morphine coming out of there last year. Today, the biggest poppy fields in the world are feeding my employer's factory in Japan. That is why I can offer you excellent merchandise and at a low price.
Well, maybe it's true. Okay, Kakudi. You bring me $1,000 worth of stuff tomorrow. I'll try it out, and if it works, we'll really talk.
Stuff's coming from Manchuko. Give me that phone. No, the private line.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to get the federal man from San Francisco down here on the double quick.
Harry Smith, federal narcotic agent for the Pacific Coast, flies south to meet with Chetwood. The two narcotic agents wire Anslinger in Washington of their discovery. He immediately replies, spare no expense in running down the dope ring. Their next step is to furnish Benton with enough money to buy Kakudi's first sample. He is also instructed to set a deal for a big shipment and to find out at all costs where the morphine is being manufactured. On the following day, they sit beside their dictaphone, waiting for the arrival of Benton and Kakudi in the apartment above. In a short time, their vigilance is rewarded.
My friend, I have good news.
What's that?
From my most honorable employer, I have received a cable. I have explained my connection with you. He has approved. He wishes to have a regular agent in this territory, and he has left it to my poor judgment to select a man. And you are my choice.
Well, that sounds fine, Kakudi.
Yeah, where's the stuff?
First, let us talk of larger matters. How much morphine could you use per month, providing both quality and the price was suitable to you?
Well, right now I'm getting rid of about 1,000 ounces a month.
You do a very big business.
I do. But I do no business until I examine the merchandise.
My friend, I am sorry to say that while a shipment has arrived, I cannot provide you with a sample until tomorrow evening. But I can guarantee it.
Well, I believe you, Kakudi. I'm willing to go ahead and plan a big deal. But remember, no dough until I try $1,000 worth on my customers.
Yes, of course.
How much of that 1,000 ounces can your employer deliver?
In a short time, all of it. Now, we are limited. Business has so expanded that no one place can be allotted a full supply.
And he makes all his stuff in Manchuko?
No. In Kobe. But it is all from Manchuko opium.
Oh. Well, how much is
I suppose you're Smith. Japanese capital, Japanese manufacture, using material from Manchuko. Now, I guess it's pretty definite where that new stuff has been coming from.
Right you are. But what's on the phones now?
Kakudi's leaving. He'll bring the test stuff around tomorrow. That means we can nab him even if the big deal falls through. But we don't want him. We want the whole gang.
The following evening, Captain Chitwood and Harry Smith again listen in on the undercover man's progress. From the window, they spot Kakudi and another Oriental coming into the building. Kakudi carries a small briefcase. Shortly afterwards, they hear them enter Benton's room above.
Hello, Kakudi. Hey, who's this?
My good friend, Tomatsu.
I don't like strangers, Kakudi.
Tomatsu is no stranger. He is my partner.
I still don't like him.
I am very sorry.
Do not worry. He is with us.
Well, all right. Where's the stuff?
In the briefcase, here.
What is this? An old sweater. What are you doing? Giving me a runaround? There's nothing in here. Why, you dirty...
Stop. It is a test only. One can never be sure.
Rotten test, if you ask me. First you hike in here with another stranger. Then you don't bring this stuff. What are you getting at, Kakudi?
A moment, please. If I may go to your door.
Go ahead. But I'm watching you.
If you will examine this.
Yeah. Morphine, all right. Funny, though. What makes it so white?
Always the morphine from Manchuko is white. Pure white.
Does it always look like cotton?
Very white and very much like cotton. That is morphine from Manchuko.
The third meeting of the undercover man convinces Chitwood and Smith that beyond a doubt they have found the source of the new drug that has disturbed police officials all over the world. Benton sends the sample to headquarters, where it's at once analyzed and then sent to Washington at the request of Commissioner Anslinger. A week later, Benton calls Chitwood and tells him that Kakudi is to deliver the main shipment. The deal is for 6 pounds at $75 an ounce, and Benton needs the money at once. Mr. Smith calls upon the Federal Narcotic Fund, and this, together with funds from the Los Angeles Narcotic Bureau, make up the desired amount. In the early evening, they meet once again at the apartment below Benton's room.
Phones are dead. There's no one there yet.
I wonder if Kakudi will come alone today.
You can't tell. Benton tells me there's 3 of them in the gang. Probably more in league with them. But it's a cinch all 3 of them won't be here.
Have you got any men around the place?
Not many. I'm afraid of scaring them away.
I've got Moody, Gillenheimer, and Hansen spotted downstairs.
Yeah. And Beard and Slensky are within call, too. But I'll tell you the main things we have to worry about. First, to get all of their stuff from them. And second, to get them without letting them get away with our money.
That's quite a wad, you know.
I'll say it is, but I don't see how we can miss. There's...
Someone's coming in. Listen, they're beginning to talk.
Okay, Kakudi. Everything's swell. I'll take the stuff. Now go in on this monthly deal.
That is excellent.
Here's your money. Wait a minute. Where's the stuff?
Tamasu has it.
Oh. All right, Tomatsu, hand it over.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Here, very fine merchandise.
What is this, Kakudi? Another runaround? There isn't more than a pound here. And I'm buying 6 pounds.
Calm yourself, my friend. True, this is but a pound. We will make delivery pound by pound. You will pay pound by pound.
Why? Why do it that way?
That is the way we work.
Well, start thinking about working another way. I don't like that idea.
It is the way we work.
Listen, Kakudi, I don't have to tell you this is a risky business. You know that. But can't you see that making 6 trips to this room is going to arouse suspicion?
It is the way we work.
Yeah, well, if that's the way you work, you won't work long. Listen, if you make 6 trips in here, I'm liable to get knocked over. I can't afford to take the chance. I won't do it.
I am sorry. Come, Tomato.
Just a minute. You absolutely insist on this fool plan?
Precisely.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
It is the way we work.
Okay. Bring it back in. I'll count out the money for the first pound.
Below Benton's apartment, Chitwood and Smith face each other, stunned by this miscarriage of their plans. Quickly, they discuss what course of action to take.
We can't afford to lose the money for that pound. Kakudi will never bring the dough back.
Well, if we do strike now, we'll never find out where the other 5 pounds of the stuff are.
Well, probably not. But we'll still have our funds. We'll have 2 ringleaders of this Manchuko mob, and we'll have a pound of morphine. We can't risk losing this to try to get everything.
I guess you're right. Listen to what they're saying.
Yeah. Benton's counting the money. And taking it easy, too. Come on. We're going after them.
Quietly, Captain Chitwood and Smith climb the frail steps of the apartment. A floor above, they slip to the door of Benton's room. Inside, Benton can be heard counting out the payment for the first pound of morphine. Noiselessly, Chitwood gets a key in the lock. He flings open the door.
Okay, Chitwood. This chap won't move again for 10 minutes. Kakudi's all right.
All right, Kakudi. Where's the rest of that stuff? Where is it? Not very sociable, are you? What's those guys, Smith?
They couldn't get away if the building burned down. Where are you going?
They'll play a hunch.
Captain Chitwood runs down the stairs of the apartment. He crosses to a small restaurant where he joins Moody, Hansen, and Slensky. He directs one to watch the buildings of the restaurant, the other 2 to search the street south, looking for Orientals. He himself walks north. 100 yards up the street, he sees a parked car. In the driver's seat is a Japanese. Crossing the street to a point where the Oriental cannot observe him, he drops low, races to the car, wrenches the door open.
Get out of there. Come on, get out.
Me do nothing. Me good boy.
Stop. What are you doing here?
Me wait. Me wait till my girl.
Yeah, for your girl, eh?
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't try to get away from me. Now, hold still. Hold still. Why did you hide it? No such luck that it'd be in the car.
No.
Say, what's under those newspapers?
Nothing. Old newspaper. Just the newspaper.
Yeah? Well, I'll see about that.
No.
Just papers, huh?
Yes, sir.
And 5 pounds of morphine, just as pretty as a picture.
Yes.
You're coming along with me.
No.
Captain Chitwood takes the Manchuko morphine gang into headquarters. Hour after hour, the bland Orientals are grilled.
Kakudi, you're the ringleader here. You still refuse to talk?
There has been some mistake.
Yes, there has been some mistake.
I'm glad you realize
And
it.
you made it. Sergeant, you searched this man completely?
Yes, sir.
Something's still missing. Take off his shoes.
No. This is an outrage. The consul shall hear of this.
Stop. I have a job for the consul. Just as I thought. Give me that cablegram.
That is personal property. I will speak with the consul.
Sergeant, get the Japanese consul on the phone.
You cannot interfere with a citizen of Japan.
Hello, operator. Get me the Japanese consul.
No, Kakudi. This is how we do things in America. Always proper, you know.
The consul on the wire, Captain.
Now you shall see.
You'll see, Kakudi. Hello, sir. This is Captain Chitwood of the Narcotic Bureau. Yes. I have here cablegrams to and from a gentleman in Kobe known as T. Kawahara. I'd like to have you notify your government to arrest him on charges of violating the Narcotic Act. He's now running an illicit drug factory in Kobe, receiving raw materials from Manchuko. I'll forward our proof and charges immediately. Yes, that's the name, Kawahara. You will? Well, that's fine. Thank you a lot. Thanks. Kakudi, my friend, you're not the only one that's going to the big house. 10,000 miles away, your honorable employer will be in the Japanese Bastille.
This case is one of which the entire community can be proud, for it fell to the lot of our Narcotic Bureau to be the first to track down a new source of menace from the dope evil. The splendid operation of the federal narcotic officers and the courage and resourcefulness of Captain Chitwood and his men succeeded not only in tracing the new influx of morphine, but of breaking up both the distributing ring in this country and the manufacturing center in Japan. It was a fine piece of work. The 6 pounds of morphine seized was enough to make addicts of 4,600 of our citizens here in Los Angeles, and sufficient to provide the harmful shots to nearly 46,000 of our people. But an even more serious situation, which was overcome by this action of the police force, was the quick end made to a nefarious scheme to make Los Angeles a distributing center for narcotics to the entire nation. The Manchuko Ring planned to bring narcotics into this city and smuggle them east from here, while Los Angeles maintains the proud record of being more free of the dope evil than any major city in the nation, possibly in the world. Such narcotics as were smuggled in have invariably come overland from eastern ports. Hence, this scheme to bring dope in direct and send it east would have created a dangerous and terrible situation in our community and would have imperiled the health and happiness of our children, our friends, and our families.
Thank you, Chief Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, a new and modern method of judging gasoline values has been set by Rio Grande cracked gasoline with tetraethyl. No longer is it sufficient for a gasoline to deliver better mileage alone, or merely quick starting, or just power. Before you purchase gasoline again, ask yourself this important question. Will this brand of gasoline give me the all-around performance demanded by police and fire departments? When you consider carefully this question, you will realize what a gasoline must do to fulfill the requirements for equipment used in the daily protection of your life and property. Rio Grande cracked with tetraethyl gives you police car performance. This is proved by the fact that in the great Southwest, where Rio Grande products are sold, more police cars, ambulances, fire engines, motorcycles, and other emergency equipment are powered with Rio Grande cracked than with all other brands combined. Rio Grande has prepared for your information a complete list of forthcoming cases to be broadcast on Calling All Cars. Drive into your neighborhood Rio Grande service station tomorrow and ask for the Rio Grande radio log. It's free.
Los Angeles Police calling all cars. Attention all cars. A cancellation of broadcast number 34. The new morphine has turned out to be from Manchuko. Peddlers are now in custody. That is all. Bird.
Calling All Cars is based on the confidential files of the Los Angeles Police Department and is written and produced by William N. Robeson. This is Frederick Lindsley saying good night for the Rio Grande Oil Company.